Sorry for the delay and welcome back to the Street Shaman Podcast. I am your host, Shamanic Poe, aka Poe and the Rockstar. And today I'm here with rap artist, producer, founder of Hung Jury Entertainment Radio, Mann E Styles. What's good, my guy? How you feeling?
What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to be here, man. How everybody doing?
Yeah, man. We good. I'm hoping everybody in the chat is good. Yo, what's crazy? Because right before we got live, right? I'm over here tapping and shit. You saw me. I was over here tapping. I'm over here waiting for your ass. I'm doing some fucked up beats with my fingers and shit. And I'm waiting for you to hit me up. Meanwhile, you already hit me up, and for some reason, the shit didn't tell me that you hit me up, so I could add you as a guest. But I'm happy for you to be here, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you being here and stopping by and shit.
Like what?
No doubt, man. So I just want to start with some light questions and shit. What made you get into rap? Let's start from there. What made you get into rap?
What made me get into rap? Wow, good question. I would say my cousin Douglas back in like '84 made me get into rap. Him and DJ Kurt State. He Kurt State Radio. DJ Kurt State, first DJ I ever heard, scratch, DJ. I was like 10, 11. And first time I heard my man, KRS-One, My Philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it was like, yo, hip-hop. As a kid, like, yo, and then listening to KRS-One, it was different. It was different to make you want to be a part of this hip-hop thing versus how it is now, but it's a whole other story. So that's what got me into hip hop, bro. If you want to know the truth, rest in peace, my cousin Douglas. He died years ago, and DJ Kurt State. You know what I'm saying? So if people follow him, on Instagram, follow his movement, because I'm telling you, he one of them real DJs, cutting and scratching, man. And he was doing this shit when I was like 12. You know what I mean? So yeah.
No doubt. So. You said, as opposed to what it sounds like today or what the hip hop culture is today. How do you feel about the hip hop culture today? Like, what's wrong with it? How can we change it? What needs to be exterminated? Let me know all of that.
I'm one of them ones that, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you got new content, new styles, new ways of, presenting themselves or creating songs, but I just feel like hip hop should never leave that essence of real, like bars, just when somebody rapping and you just can't stop doing this because of what they saying, not the beat. Nowadays it's more so the beat. It's all this shit and I want to hear what the fuck you saying, and then when you start listening to what they saying, you like, what the fuck? I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want my kids, my grandkids. I don't even want my mother listening to that shit. So that's where I'm at with it. And I try to run a tight line with that because I know how it is. Because you get into an argument with DJs. Are you playing? Well, you gotta play this the new shit. So I'm not gonna get into all that, bro. But I'm just gonna say, you gotta stay creative. You gotta get back to the essence, man. Talk about some real shit. Talk about what's going on. I'm tired of hearing about how many bottles you pop and how much money you got, kind of cars you driving. I don't care about all that shit. You know what I mean? It's all switched to from hip hop. I see how it is now. From back then, it was more so, the rappers, saying wanted, like hustlers wanted to be rappers because these niggas would get out the street trying to get something going.
Right.
But nowadays, it's like, niggas be rappers and get their check and get on. Now you want to act like you've been in the streets all your life. So I don't know. I'm confused. You know what I mean? But me, I'm one of them ones. You know what I mean? That I feel like hip hop need more rappers that's making saying something, making some sense, man. I can listen to Lauryn Hill right now, man. It sound better than like the average. So.
Absolutely. So like, you ain't really fucking with the trap sound, or maybe you ain't fucking with the message that they're pushing out there. or just persuading motherfuckers to do more evil and do more harm to themselves and everyone else around them, as
Well,
opposed to a balance, and like with KRS-One, you mentioned KRS-One. KRS-One had like more of a balance
right. I mean,
to,
what he was doing. So I mean, like, look, I'm not gonna say I'm hating on it. I'm not gonna say I don't even feel some of these new artists. I'm down with the trap, because I'm digging what they saying. The trap is definitely something new from even me, my era. Because where I'm from, it was called the hood. Around the way, on the block. It wasn't the trap. So I give them that. That's adding to the culture, the trap.
right.
But at the same time, let's talk about the trap, man. Let's switch it up a little bit. I think everybody know, everybody in the trap, we all struggling, we trying to get out. So
Right.
let's talk about it. And let's help teach, these kids, because that's the future. And we gotta start
Absolutely.
being mindful of that, because we start acting like we don't care, then we start blaming and wondering what's going on in all our hoods across America. I mean, come on, look in the mirror.
Right. Absolutely. Why do you think that there's no balance as in the rap culture right now? Like you might have like a 300 dudes that's talking about doing drugs, selling drugs, having nice cars, fucking all these thoughts, and then you have like 4 or 5 dudes over here that actually have some common sense in their music.
It could be a couple things, but my educated guess would be, most people is going to just try to do what everybody else doing because that's what's selling, instead of
Right.
just standing firm and being who you are and attracting, realness for being yourself instead of trying to sound like everybody else. And then on another token that's making it bad, you got to look at not just the DJs, not just the labels, and it's just in the radios, and everybody is just coming together as a team to make this, I ain't gonna say stupid shit, but make this other kind of music more important than the music that should be important, because negativity sells. Positivity is boring. People like excitement. And rest in peace to Young Dolph. I just want to say that, because
Right.
it's like shit like that. That touched me. And I don't even know. I don't even know Shorty. And I just got a lot of respect for what he's done. And I just feel like, shit like that. Nipsey, just a lot of people, rest in peace, man, to great people that, do great things. And then somebody who took them away had to have a problem with themselves. Meaning
Right.
they was upset with something or themselves or something.
Right.
I mean, who gonna go out happy? If you happy and having a great time, you ain't gonna go kill nobody. So I don't
Absolutely.
know. I can go on and on, bro. Let me just be quiet, because I'll get into
Nah, go ahead, man. This is what we're here for. But
something.
you were saying about basically people hurting each other and pushing that narrative, and especially what happened to Young Dolph. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Rest in power. But people, as far as where it comes to that, like I feel like the balance is not there because the industry don't care about us in the inner cities. They don't give a fuck. They just trying to chase the buck. So if it hurts people, if it kills people, if people die from this, they don't really care because there's a dollar sign at the end of the fucking rainbow for them.
That's it. That's all. If you really want to know, it's all about the dollar. Just think about it. Let's go back a little bit when hip hop really started hitting. You had a lot of positivity music out there. You had gangster music. You had all kind of belief. They was explaining something. You know what I'm saying? They was telling you what was going on and trying to prepare our generations for what was to come. But the thing is, the same people that started Hollywood, same people who got all the big movie companies was the ones that started all these music companies, as well as the television companies. So do your homework. They all
Absolutely.
affiliated, all subsidiaries. So of course they gonna have their grandsons or their nephews or whomever create record labels, and then boom, put the money behind the bullshit. So it is what it is. We already know. I mean, we got too many great rappers out here that we don't even hear. We haven't heard, and we stopped hearing. Why? Just ask yourself that. It is 360. It was going
Right.
on, and is this a war against against us people, us regular folk? It's just like same people that what I'm saying, that really The same people that really brung us all over here in the boat. Same people who really just took over the Indians. The same people who it's the same shit going on, man. Just look at the Senate.
Right.
Like most of the
Right.
Senate, Congress, like, come on, man. It's just
Right.
laws and just we so blinded on what's going on in the hoods, and we just don't even see what's really going on behind us. And then we so quick to get a check. Let's get signed up. I want to make that bullshit. We get money. Gang, gang, blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real a little bit. You know, I'm not knocking nobody. That's why I just try to be my own self, you know, and just wait till to get, you know, real artists around me that's doing something different. Because I can't support shit that I know don't make me feel right, nor my soul.
Absolutely. I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. But you were saying about Young Dolph, and I thought about like how many rappers have been murdered recently? How many rappers have died of some shit, like even overdosing? Because if you think about overdosing, that's like what is perpetuated in these raps is basically do all these drugs and then rappers are dying of overdose. Then you got rappers getting murdered and all their raps are about I kill this person, I don't give a fuck, I'll be on the block, it don't matter. Yeah. So it don't, you know, why do you think rappers are dying at a consistent rate nowadays?
Cybernetics, man. It's biofeedback waves. The more and more you hear stuff, more and more you hear, you're going to end up, damn, it just sound all right. Oh, I do like it. Then some of these kids, they don't even know how to control the whole biofeedback waves. Now they want to act this shit out. Yeah, fuck it. I need some money.
Right.
Rob a nigga. I ain't trying to earn nothing. Oh, shit, the plug in front of me, something? I'm taking it. I'm going off on the plug. It's mine. It's just, man, like these babies, these kids running around with these phones, 2021, they sponges. So whatever they see, they picking up. Most video they seeing, gang, gang, guns, that's what they want to be. If they were seeing more positivity and different type of music, you know what I mean? That's why, man, God bless. I miss, you know, and I hate to bring this up, but rest in peace, Tupac. Because at the same time, yeah, he did a lot of gangster shit that I really say, yeah, he really, you know, was on some clown shit, but at least he was trying to make some songs that made some sense, some substance. Like, how many people made songs, you know, about their mama? Like, let's count on our hand. How many? In hip-hop. I did Mama come on today, I still be feeling good about my mama. Oh, Brenda's got a baby. Songs with substance, man. Like, I don't want to, I don't know. It's just me. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people feel like that. It's like it's just a whole movement that we don't hear no more, man. Black Star, you know, just a lot of people that we didn't hear no more. Because of what?
Right.
Because
right.
Gangster shit. Like,
right.
Everybody you know what I mean? If you ain't in the game, you ain't. So imagine these kids that's coming up in these elementary schools and middle schools, you know, they feeling like they ain't normal or they not cool because they not yelling gang gang. What the fuck? I can't be smart. I can't want to be an astronaut. What is going on here? I don't know.
Right.
It's scary.
Right.
It's scary.
So, yeah, definitely scary, man. To me, I feel like it's part of a movement to continue to make us dumb or to continue to make us violent, to continue to make us the evil villains that you're scared of. Like people that are in the suburbs, they're scared to death to go into the city. They're like, wait a minute. All they see is like music videos and the wildest shit that ever happened.
Oh, listen, you really gotta go. Listen, where I live, and like, listen, okay, there's all these rich and they are prejudice. You hear me? Like it ain't no way around it. So they went, why are you so mad? Because I'm mad and I know what's going on. I feel it. They right around me, but guess what? They can't say shit. You know, because I'm paid my way, I earn my way. You know, you can't say nothing. I'm legit. What you talking about? I might wear the same shit every day. On my ass clean, nigga. What you talking about? You ain't paying my bills. You ain't got me where I'm at. I got grandkids. I ain't worrying about all this materialistic shit. Shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. You got all these child diamonds and chains. Well, how much land you got? I don't know. I'm confused, brother, but we need more artists like you and me and people who gonna make music different. Try to, you know, change the
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot that ain't helping us.
Absolutely. And you're from Maryland, right?
Yeah,
you're from Maryland, right? And you was in Baltimore. You lived in Baltimore, right? Grew up in Baltimore.
My life, yeah. I'm still there, really. I'm just down the road. I moved like 50 minutes, hour down the road. I'm close to DC. I'm down here with all these rich, all these white, all these people. You know,
right.
Congress, all them. I see all them, see them at the market, shit like that.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck they think, but they just need to move out the way. We need more people that's thinking about everybody. It's not slavery days no more. Like, you
right.
can tell, bro. I'm telling you, I'm down here by them though, close to them because it's legal to grow here.
No doubt. Yeah, I've been out that way in Maryland a few times. I used to work in Baltimore. I used to work at the Patasco Flea Market.
Oh damn! Yeah, I used to be over there back in the
when
day.
I was in high school. I worked at Patasco Flea Market.
Yo,
yeah.
Yeah. Coming up back then, I used to have a little spot there. Paid for the spot and just having so many clothes. Instead of keep giving them to cousins, I just set up shop, tennis shoes, shit like that. Should be new as shit to
right.
Them. But to me, they say somebody else trash is somebody else treasure. So it's funny you said
absolutely.
To this day, it's still popping.
It's still there. I remember being there and it was like my second day working there with somebody out in the street, some Jamaican dude fighting like 3 dudes. He had a knife. He was big ass motherfucker fighting with a knife in his hand. Nobody want no problems with him. They didn't want no problems with him.
For anybody that's listening, if you want to get an idea what that shit is like over there, it's like if you've been in LA or that's like the Slauson swap meet. That's what the Tabsco or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Over that way. This shit is like, this is a hood, nigga. I don't know what's
super
going
hood.
on. But it's like I said, it all goes back to the movies and the music and just, the parenting too. Let's talk about that, man. Like, the grandmothers and the mothers and all the triple effect go all the way down to these babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I got grandkids myself, and it's like, ooh, when they come over, I'm like, oh, who y'all around? Who teaching y'all? Like, cause nobody's teaching.
Nobody's teaching. Nobody's teaching.
My grandson's 6. It made me so mad, but then I'm like, you know what? Is it his fault or what? I don't know, cause this nigga tell me I asked him what he want for Christmas. He's 6. You know what he said he want?
What he said?
Nigga said he want him a house, a real house, nigga. He want a house and he want a Tesla truck. And you 6? Where you going? And what you think? Like, that's what I'm saying. Videos. And this is cell phone all day, watching all these videos. All them niggas, gang, watching all them. That's what's going on, man. He's
right.
Spoiled, bro. Straight up.
Absolutely. So why do you think? Because when it comes down to like hip hop, Baltimore don't really have too many people they can stand on. I know R&B. When it comes to R&B, they got some well-known names that people know in the industry and shit. When it comes to rap, there's been a few people that have had a little buzz, especially in Baltimore, Maryland, Virginia area, but they never really got to that full exposure. Why do you think? What is it about a city like Baltimore that cats can't really come out of that and blow up?
Well, bro, I'm gonna say, my guess, my educated guess, or my opinion is it'd be a lot of like us niggas from Baltimore that fuck up that, because we may have that talent and it should just be second or third talent to us, because coming where we come up from, it ain't no bullshit. Like, you come up, it's a choice you make, but everybody is trying to get some motherfucking money. I think the hustling part took over, the rap game, and then on top of that, you gotta look at in this game, you know what I'm saying, it's who you know and who you connected to, you know what I'm saying? So I think we coming though. We coming now, it's our time, because like I say, it's who you know and who you connected to. Certain individuals connected to certain individuals, and I already see what's going on. Like, cause me, I've been in this game so long, I see it. I've been wondering why it's been so hard for me. I'm trying to knock on the doors. First, I was battling. I can tell you so many stories. Radio stations, knock on the door, just trying to get our CDs played. I done did it all. I had artists signing me all over the city, from all over parts of it. We done put out Hung Jury Volume 1, Hung Jury Volume 2, 2000, 2001 I'm talking about. I had artists that got killed back in 2000. I lost. It was my Jim. I probably got on with him. He was, Vago. Rest in peace to him, a.k.a. Dutch Kennedy. He got killed, and, you know, it was a couple of us record labels that was right there at the cusp of getting on. But I think it was a battle of, you know, the law and the feds knowing, you know, who was woo and just trying to stop us. You know how this shit be? Because I caught time. I did all that shit too.
Yeah, you caught some time. What you caught time for?
I had to come back, and you know, I don't even really want to talk. You know, I'm from Baltimore, man. You know what I mean? Put two and two together. You feel me? So I was gone for a while. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I came back, it was the internet. All this, you know, and all that shit. I'm DJ drama and all that. When I came back, Drake first was coming out, you know? So I'm like, damn,
Right.
what's going on? I gotta try revamp and get my shit going because I was CDs and tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit real. I ain't lying. 1998. You know what I'm saying? Records, albums, and we was recording on you know, the big film tapes. You know what I'm saying? I got shit, a bunch of film tapes like around with music on it. So this shit changed with me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was just trying to keep the name going. I knew I was getting old, but let me just keep the name going, and I'm gonna find me an artist. I got so many songs. I even write R&B songs. I got a lot of R&B songs too. I'm just waiting for, you know, to click with the right people. You know, I'm still, you know, I got a lot of good friends in the industry and all that. I'm just waiting for the right artist. I got good friends, right. Good plugs. You know what I'm saying? From here to the West Coast.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
So what made you decide to launch Hung Jury?
Well, I wanted to do, you know, I always been into this like entertainment life, music. Like I had before Hung Jury, I had like what's it called? Baby Jam Productions. I had I was doing like comedy shows and you know, all that kind of shit, parties around city. Like I used to, like Monique from Monique came out. Had her doing Monique, and she, you know, had bringing like Joe Torre to town. You know, Tommy Davidson, you know, Chris Rock, all that shit back then. But it's just like by the time like Biggie and them start coming out, I had to bring, you know, seeing how they was doing in 93, 94. Then my man kept trying to tell me, like, you know, Jal Styles, rest in peace to him, J-Lab, you know, that was the one in my ear. Like, hey, you need to get some music equipment. I know how to make these beats. Because he used to mess with Doug Lacey back in the day. I don't know if you know him, but he used to do music back in the day. And I used to be in a group called Total Chaos, and he's from Baltimore. A lot of Baltimore people know about them, but anyway, and that's what got me into it, man. Back then, I felt like it was, you know, take this money and build a studio and grab this music stuff and get official. You know, first I was called 100 Proof, but when I decided to get a lawyer and go, you know, worldwide, it was like you got to change that name because there's other people with 100 Proof in other states. So that's why I came up with Hung Jury. Because we couldn't make a goddamn decision on the name. I couldn't figure it out. So it was like, I'm stick with Hung Jury then. Hung Jury Entertainment. First was Hung Jury. You know what I mean? So that's how the name was born.
No doubt. So how's your radio station doing now? Well, knowing that like there's like now we're in like a playlist era. You know what I mean? And everything is about playlists for the most part. So how's your
I was upset about it. I mean, I shut it down for a second. Like I'm really in the I'm in the background talks now with a couple people, you know, about to bring it back, you know, on a bigger scale with them. But I shut it down because I felt like it wasn't fair for me and what they was doing. It was like Apple was acting funny. They took my app. Apple ain't want me to have no app. I'm like, so what? I'm just gonna have an app for an Android phone? So that's why, like, it's all about this and who you dealing with. So that's why it's like now you got to get people that got more wealth, more power than you know, that's, you know, got pull more strings. So that's what I'm waiting on. Good. Hopefully 2021, you know, be back on board with the radio thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So what are you doing to adjust to the times today?
What am I doing to adjust?
Right.
What do you mean, like,
to the playlist era? What are you doing to adjust to the playlist era? Are you coming out with your own playlist? Are you trying to combat that?
Honestly, right now, like I said, talking to the people that I'm about to revamp it with, like, you know, I'm hooking up with them because they got more stations across the, you know, the United States. So hooking up with them would just put me right in the mix more easier without, you know, I would have less control because I've got to do what they want me to do, being on Zoom calls and meetings. But least it'll be, take a lot of weight off of me, stressed out about that playlist and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
No doubt.
Talk
So,
to that, let you know, though. You know what I mean?
So how do you feel about the way hip hop culture is turning most modern women into thoughts nowadays that just want to fuck, get this money from the dudes? They got the OnlyFans popping. They're taking trips for free somewhere. How do you feel about all that?
I mean, well, I don't like it. I really don't like it, because a lot of like this stuff be making my women think that, they not beautiful just from whom they are. Like thinking that they gotta run and get their butt done or their titties done and all this fat transfer and all this stuff. I mean, I just don't like that part of all like it's so cool, the fake butts and fake I don't like it, to be totally honest with you. I'm not one of them ones. I've been out running around so long as a kid that, that shit don't impress me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how big your butt is. It's fake. I'm like, I'm running from it. I don't even want to touch it. I might get sick. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it. So that's where I'm at. I tell all my women that's normal. You ain't got a big fat butt. You still beautiful. Don't even get fall for that. All that trying to be like everybody else. What I would do if I was you, I would find somebody who got something done and then see how they looking when they about 70. 75. What's going on? Did you have any complications? Because that's not the way to do. Love yourself. Love what God created. Shit. I mean, that's all I'm saying. And if a nigga don't love you because you know who you are, then guess what? He ain't for you. Keep it moving.
No doubt. So I'm sure you heard about the Travis Scott and the Astro World incident.
Yeah.
And the people that died and shit. Yeah. What do you think happened? What do you think is do you think it's Travis Scott's fault?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because I haven't had this conversation already with my good friend, a good R&B artist from Portrait back in the group. We had to talk about that. He was saying, I was saying that I think that it's definitely not his fault because I've had to look at the scenario of my own self. Back when I was going shows, even back when we did the Snoop tour, when Snoop first came out, if anything happened at them shows, that's Hung Jury Entertainment's fault. We the production company that brought the artists to town, so we in charge of the security, we in charge of protecting everything that's going on. That's not the artist's fault. We took money and paid him to come. Like the same with me. If you pay me to come, I'm the artist. I'm looking around making sure you guys ain't secure. That's not my fault. I don't come with all that. So no, it's not his. It's not his fault. Now, being a real one, like I would be, like I heard he's done, I would still give money to families and just feeling bad about it. But to say that it's his fault, no, it's not. I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. It's not his fault. It's the production company. Whoever brought that man, to that actual venue, that's their fault. They in charge of that. They gotta handle that.
Absolutely. All right, man. How do you think we can help change the state of the hip hop culture for the better?
How can we help change it? Well, I mean, I think at first it gotta start at the level of the new kids. The kids is coming up, the generation. Right. They got to be the change. They the ones that change. The same ones that felt like it was time to march and get together and change. They got to be the change. The up and coming ones. Got some kind of way to get them to stop thinking that it's cool to be gang and popping bottles and disrespecting our women on records and tapes. Let's try to uplift everybody a little bit, and maybe it'll change all the way down. But how can we do that? Man, it's gonna take a whole village. We have to do it. It's gonna have to be from the DJs, from not even just the DJs, from the people that's signing these A&Rs, these companies that got all these A&Rs that I've been filling out mad because they ain't hearing me. All these Def Jam, Sony's, Capitol, all these got these A&Rs just signing these, I don't know what music they putting out. Yeah, you got to start from up there too. So it's like right.
Right, because I feel like a lot of these A&Rs, they don't give a fuck about what people are pushing or how they pushing it. They just looking at the numbers. They're like, oh, this guy got 25. This guy got 2.5 million followers. He's doing this number, and that's how they judging who to sign.
And that's not cool.
Meanwhile, they're not looking at the morality. They're not looking at how it would shape the culture, how it's gonna move things forward. And now we in this whole clusterfuck where like a lot of the women hate men and a lot of the men hate women. And I feel like that we have some type of responsibility, like as far as hip hop culture is, to shift that, because the only reason why people would hate women or women would hate men or men would hate women would be because we are perpetuating that in the music.
Yeah, but like I said, brother, it's gonna take, more artists that can come with more different type of music to try to change that. That's it, and more DJs and more A&Rs and more, just to come. Everybody, it's gonna take a whole village to change this thing, but we can't give up. We gotta keep pushing it out there, because it's artists that think that think that it's not cool to be different. They think that they're supposed to sound like the next person, or nobody's gonna accept
right.
Them. You know what I'm saying? So you need to let them know, no, go against the grain, be different. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with being different. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got, just because he got on ice, I mean, you gotta have on ice. So what? That don't mean he rich. He got on ice, he's still in the basement. In his mama house, grandmother house, whatever.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you can't let that get
Absolutely.
you. Yeah, man. But I definitely appreciate, the love, man. Appreciate you, having me on the show, today. That was good looks, because, I definitely be having a lot on my mind, questions.
I feel you.
All day, every day. I don't stop with me.
I feel you. I'm the same way. So, what you been working on recently?
I'm working on my last. I ain't gonna say my last, but I'm older, but I'm gonna put out one more album before I go. Before I get more into what I'm doing. Like, I'm in a mastering engineering class right now, so finishing that up. Because I started producing too, like 2 years ago. Getting more and more into that real heavy on making my beats. So now I say, let me start taking a mastering class like over the summer. So, that's where I'm at. It's like I want to be, set myself up with, still involved in this music one way or the other. And at the end of the day, everybody needs their music mastered. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that. And other than that, I've been dipping and doing other stuff, this little CBD company. Starting up, trying to get going, you know what I'm saying, with CBD products, getting in the farming, cultivating, and just keep my mind going, keep building my brain, using it, because we can't stop learning. You learn something every day. I'm stay learning. And that's what I want to
do. Absolutely. And yeah, man, next time I have you on, we're gonna talk about that CBD business and what you up to.
Yeah.
Next time. We'll save it for next time. You know what I mean? Let everybody know where they can find you, how they can find you, where you at, plug all your socials and all that.
Any of them, bro. I know for a fact, I'm at Hung Jury Ent Radio, Instagram. I'm at Mann E Styles _ Instagram, All in the Fan Publishing, Instagram, All in the Fan Beats, Instagram, and Eat Half, Drink Half, Instagram, and
okay.
You can find me on any one of them for sure, and if you follow any one of them, you'll find me on anywhere else, because I'm just trying to stay relative and stay working while, I'm doing a lot, man. You'd be surprised how much I do every day. I wake up early and be going to bed late. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do.
Hear you.
Keep it going.
I hear you. Yo. No doubt. Sorry, had a beer burp here.
No, you're good, man. You're good, bro. And I'm sorry if I'm sad. I'm feeling like sluggish, a little tired.
It's all right, man. It happens. It happens to the best of us, man. But thank you for coming by, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time and attention. Appreciate everybody's time and attention in the chat. Anybody's gonna leave comments. Appreciate anybody donating. Make sure y'all like it. Y'all subscribe if you ain't subscribed. All that shit. And this is the Street Shaman Podcast. I'm Shamanic Poe.
Salute.
And I'm here with Mann E Styles. And we out of here, motherfucker.